Hey guys, welcome to another episode on Lilian's Couch. I'm super excited today because I have an icon on my couch.
Hey.
What God cannot do does not exist. Ha! This one shocked me. I have Denrele Edu.
You get some. Okay, no, let me put you on the spot. Say Adenrele,
Denrele
Olufemi,
Olufemi
Adeyemi,
Adeyemi
Rajiv Raja.
Raji
And the
Raja.
Indian name be that.
Raji Raja.
Then the Oriki, the native name, na Akombi.
Akombi.
No call me Akombi. Don't feed me with my Denrele. Then you not call the Edun.
Edun.
They make, if I give you my biblical name, you go shock.
Then give me
Samuel.
You are
What were
really
they
God's
thinking?
the chosen one of God.
I just do it with my Denrele. I like that one. It's not the usual. It's not regular.
Denrele, you know,
Yes.
sometimes when I want to introduce you, the best way to introduce you is calling you an icon.
Amen.
Denrele, you are a living legend.
Amen.
And I keep telling
Doing
people
that.
that you're an angel in our midst. And I feel like I'm not the only one that feels that way, because whenever I'm talking about you in a gathering, everybody's in sync. So if I'm saying, Denrele is like this human being, everybody has one thing positive to say about you. Oh, he helps me this one. Oh, he helps me that one. Oh, he helps me there.
Helper of life.
I know. And then I realized, I said something to them one day. I said, Denrele is one person in Lagos. I realized that if Denrele knows you are fighting with somebody, because he has done it to me, and he loves that person. If you call him for help, he will help you. If the person calling for help, he will help you. He doesn't care about you people's issues. Does not
I
involve
don't
himself.
inherit people's enemies.
And, it's so... thank you. Thank you for living.
We are
Thank you for
family
being
now.
here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being original. I really do appreciate you on, camera and off camera, by the way. And I'm just happy to have you.
Thank you. I'm even happy. I'm happier being here, and I'm also happy about the fact that I'm the happiest about the fact that, I know this has been a journey for you, Lilian. Even when you came out of Big Brother Africa, and when you came, I remember you were trying to reach out to everyone that, wait to be my calling, wait to be my direction, plug me here, plug me there.
Yeah.
And of course, I know that majority of our industry people would have used you to catch crews, at some point, but you tried your hand at so many things, you multitasked so much, and then you eventually found your calling.
Yeah.
When you produce film, you can't win AMVC on top. Then you now started the Akanchawa Body series.
I know.
Now we're on Lilian's couch.
We're on Lilian's couch.
Baby girl, global domination is your portion.
Really, I've known you for
International.
so long.
I know.
Sometimes when I think I've known you for years, like, oh my gosh. But quick one, right? This is your fashion. Your, like, you know how everyone is used to you, like, dressing like this and everything, bringing the effects and blah, 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 blah. But there's still some people that whenever they see you, they still question everything.
Of course.
And I've noticed that you've been able to, you know how they say this mental health, social media, and whatever. I don't know if you've blocked your ears or nothing gets to you. How did you get to that point?
That's beautiful to hear, because first things first, I would generically speak about social media and specifically speak about Instagram app, because I know that's an app everybody's on. Now, Instagram is just a photo sharing app. For me, it does not quantify or qualify my portfolio of work. It's not my CV, curriculum vitae per se. It's just a photo sharing app. So whatever you say on there, those opinions are not my reality. But then, for someone like me who started before the advent of the internet, one of those days when I used to work at the Sound City Music Channel, I think it was in 2006, 2007, and I decided, make I even Google myself, because people, let me even try this. I did, and what I saw was shocking. All kinds of insults. I remember one, something about, I look like something Amadio has spat out. I look like the remains of a ghastly car crash.
God.
This one has no direction and whatnot. Because I was, kind of trying to understand it at that point, I was wondering, why is everyone throwing this savagery my way? But I've learned, these things slide off me like baby oil on a stripper's pole. I've learned to just turn a deaf ear. I know they look the social media. And I've always said, people that come and even throw all kinds of expletives and obscenities at me on social media, meet me in person and see if you can say it to me. Now, not for the fact that I can defend myself, but I think by the time you meet me, it's positive energy.
Yeah,
I am
love
very
and light.
receptive. Yeah, so you might even find it hard to even say those kind of things, except you're coming from a place of hate, malice, and you are dark. And I've had those kind of experiences as well, where, maybe I'm somewhere and I say hi to everyone and one person says, I'm not shaking you. Don't greet me. Don't bring your faggotry spirit near me. I don't shake homosexuals. They're direct and upfront. I remember the one time I went to a restaurant in Abuja, and I did greet for Africa. I had said hi to everyone before we even got to where we wanted to order what we wanted. And I saw like a guy, and a girl, we were on a date or so. And the girl was so nice, And then when I wanted to say hi to the guy, I just kept his straight face. He said, if you don't move away from my front, I'll leave this place. And he said it with so much venom. I heard it in his voice. And I just said, Alaye, take ice cream and cool down. The weather is even hot, say, for all this vex. And I just moved. So I don't even get it only on social media, because starting out, I used to have people on the outside world confront me up front and personal. And even in our field of work, I've also had industry people, try and, tarnish your name in one place or the other, which of course you know as well. So I blocked my system to all of this. I know who I am. I go to bed at night with peace in my heart, and that's in happiness. I look mirror, I like what I see. Once I offer my clothes, I look at my body, say, I can't where I stand.
They're really so pretty.
I'm going to be 42 this year, and we are sweet.
Like you're sweet. Even your haters cannot lie. You're sweet.
When they now meet me, they are confused admirers, because you hate it. My awesomeness cannot be flogged by your bitterness. So. Carry that bitterness away. Those opinions are not my reality. But you know what? It's life. Life is tough, but I'm tougher.
Yeah. So I think for me, right, over the years, I've gone through this whole social media phase, bullying, cyberbullying, Twitter. Oh my gosh! I mean, I'm still since the last time they dragged me there, I've still not really gone back to that app. That app is kind of dead to me, sort of. So I think I'm going to a point where now I just realize that I understand that perception is a thing or whatever, but how you choose to perceive me, that's your problem.
Yes.
It's not my problem. I can't control how you... I mean, I can control how I carry myself to a certain extent, but to my own capacity as well, and my happiness. So not to the detriment of my... Whatever you want, that's your business.
Yeah.
And I started realizing that, before, when people come for me, oh God, Laila suffered that time. 2 seconds, I've called Laila. I've called, hey, is this... What do you think? This person said this. This person said that. Oh my God. I'll sulk. I'll cry. Just... And then over the years, I just realized that nobody gives a hoot about you.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. When pools come to shove, it's only you and God. So why are you bothered? Like, what's my business?
Lilian don't...
I
don't grow! Because I know, Lilian, you're one of the people that I know have the most reflexive reflexes.
Yeah.
Once you see something about you, you're calling.
Yeah.
I know you vibrate. Your energy. You expend it. You vibrate. Hey, waiting be this. I don't understand. And even as of the time that I knew that, there was a lot of stuff going on about you, the whole backlash back then, that era, 2 years back, you went silent, which was good. I just prayed. I said, whatever she's going through, you don't need anyone to call, because at that point, the media was abuzz and agog with your gist. I know a lot of people want to try and call you, try and get gist. Nobody's really giving a hoot per se. They want to know what's going on. Is it affecting her? They want to even tap from your grace and trend with your grace. But I liked how you just went mute. And you said, I'm sure you must have said to yourself, you know what? This is between me, myself, and I. I need to recline, make I just day, and then come back with a big
So I almost lost my life then.
Wow.
I almost lost my life then. Wow. Literally almost died. Literally. Okay. This is the most... I don't like talking about it, but yeah. And my dad had just died, so... Okay.
Wow, Lilian. Jeez.
Okay.
I didn't even expect that, but you're a survival. You're an Amazonian.
Yeah.
Lilian,
I hate when I have to talk to people that I've known.
Drink shots.
Okay, they really need to take this shot, actually.
I will join you. Now, this is what? Now, cheers to how strong you are.
Yes.
Cheers to strength, to resilience, to determination, to the Amazonian that you are. And now, best of all, cheers to multiple orgasms. Yes, drink.
Okay. They are not used to this one. They don't know. They don't know. Sorry, they don't know. It's strong on the outside, but soft on the inside. Angel. Really? Choke.
It's only you that can make me do this one.
I'm sorry.
No, but it's for you. Anything for you. If you put another one, I'll drink it again.
I won't even do that for you.
Because you see something. Vulnerability is strength. It's not weakness.
Okay.
And you showed that just now. Vulnerability is strength. It's courage. And to people, they might be like, it's weakness. Why is she crying? No. There are moments, Lilian, I know you are tough. There are moments I know you will cry in your quiet zones. There are moments you will speak to yourself. But look at you now. And this little spell just shows that, Make una just let Lilian rest.
Anyways, yeah.
Please.
So my dad died or whatever. I went through that. And then in the course of going through that phase, I held on to God. I held on to God. You know how when you are helpless, you now get to the point of like, And you know, all the times God did things for me, like he put me this, you want this, I wasn't close to him. I wasn't seeking him. He was there. Whenever I'm going through things, I say, God, please do this for me. I'll pray. He'll fix it. But I think he was just doing those things. He wanted to call me, bring me closer, right?
True.
And then I got closer to God. And then I realized that, all I needed was him, really. And if God is not castigating me, condemning me, crucifying me, who are you? Do you understand? And I now realize that some of these people are bored. They have nothing better to do. And then they're trying to, their insecurities, they're trying to reflect it on you. It's not even you, it's them. So I don't even get upset. Sometimes, I got to a point in London, this is weird. I had to do a joke off Tokyo to find them Tokyo when we went to this. In fact, why I followed them there was because people were insulting me. There was this interview I did with Tokyo, right? So some people, how they cut clips and people are just saying, they're just saying all sort of nonsense.
I think it was when you spoke about what you look for in a partner.
Yes.
So
people were just insulting and say, but guess what? I started laughing at the insult. And I told myself that, have I gotten to a point where insults make me laugh? Am I normal? What happened to my emotions? So when Tokyo was saying, let's go for the roller coaster, something, right? I was like, normally I won't agree, but like, let me go and see if there's still fear in me or something can make me cry or something can shake me. So that's when I went there before I enter one time. I was like, who come on? Almost, DSL, those, I don't know if you ever follow them, go those kinds of things again. They don't get feeling. DSL, they shake the thing. I can't die, I'm shaking it. I said, hey, so
I like adventure. I love those things. I no go lie.
Never again. So that's when I realized that, okay, maybe I've just gotten immune to the insult.
Yes.
So people don't even understand that when you insult somebody, you not get immune. So really, I do not care. So Denrele, a quick one. How have you been able to?
I love that. Oof. Only the violent take the kingdom by force.
I know.
She's silently violent. Ooh.
Denrele, how have you been able to stay relevant? Because you're relevant.
I don't see for this hustle. There was a picture that I posted today and I stumbled on a picture that I was someone's prom date to Queen's College. I was paid for that actually. And then we went and I just realized I don't do things, no be here. I've been in the business professionally since 1994. Where you did that time, sir? Okay, maybe leave him like that. Maybe we don't leave him. Since 1994. And from then till now, I would say that I've also grown in leaps and bounds because I have also navigated my way through life, rediscovered things about myself. I don't also the hustle. I've done it all. I would say more or less paid my dues, and I've been, somehow somewhat involved in a lot of success stories in terms of, industry stars, people who are made, people who always say, they always refer to they really don't do one thing for me, they don't do one thing for me, or something like that. So I feel that I'm one of those people who would be like, I'm air. I will always be here. I'm not going anywhere. No matter how anyone, understands it or does not understand it. And consistency, relevance, and longevity for me, there are a lot of factors that I thrive on. First is self-definition. I know what I'm about. I am defined. You can already tell this is, who Denrele is. Transparency, I'm very transparent. I'm an open book. As it be, as it be. If I no get, I go talk. And if I get, I feel not to talk that one, but I feel like that's my business. Authenticity, I'm one of the most authentic humans you can ever find. Accountability also. And then, most importantly for me, relatability. I am one person who, yes, I've traveled the world and whatnot, but I love the relatability factor that I bring. If I'm on the streets, I know the lingo of the streets. If I'm with kids, I know the lingo of kids. If I'm with teenagers, if I'm with my own people, I can communicate effectively, which is why my audience stretches to every demographic. Everybody know who I be. Grandmas who then go shout, Denrele marry. Young people come out, Denrele, I want to be like, I want to dress like you. My industry people, in the same age gap. And then, kids, this is Uncle Mr. Clown. I get all kinds of tags and whatnot, but everyone can relate with the brand and the identity, which is a blessing. So I think one of the things I learned over the years is never forget a name, never forget a face. If you tell me where I met you, I will give you all the instances, the happenstances as it happened for where it happened. And, be good to people on your way up so they'll be good to you on your way down. From everyone, even to the security guy, to the bouncers, to the cleaners, to even the toilet attendants. When I make sure that I am It's not that I have to be receptive to everyone so that they will like me. No, it's just life. They're human beings. Just as much as you can, stretch a helping hand. Someone called me today, just randomly. So I grew up in Ibutemeta, and this friend of mine, in a proper Yaba boy, this friend of mine, and he was like the happening guy in the area. All the girls were after this guy, fine, correct boy, was playing football, that sort of thing. And then I was a teacher. I was teaching in the school owned by Jorolu Muffin's mom. You know Jorolu Muffin? I was Jorolu Muffin's teacher actually back in the day. But that's another story from that day. Yes, so I don't tell. And this guy called me really like he was having a conversation with me on the phone. He called, put me on speaker, and everyone was like, Denrele, how? And I was like, no, this is the guy that we grew up together. How? And you are here. Denrele, they move things for people. Oh, more, wake up, guy. And he kept hailing me. And he just dwelled on me that we're in this same area together. I mean, that's life. Life happens to everyone. We've moved on. But it's the miracle of how God singled me out from my family. Say you. Now you go break the chains of poverty. Now you go break this chain. Carry all your people. Come out. And that's why God comes first. So when it comes to that story of consistency, longevity, and relevance, I mean, now God, even me personally, at times that even my simplicity and humility shocks me. I could sit and go think and say, now maybe this. And again, some people take it for granted.
Yes.
But they don't me anyhow.
I was going to go there because I was going to just go there. They really, how do you handle it? Because now I'm at a part where everybody just day or day.
Yeah.
When we see outside, we blend love and light. But I don't know if I want to get anyone close to me anymore.
True.
I've set boundaries now. My boundaries, my walls are so up. Because I just realized that people come into your life to undervalue you. Why would you want to undervalue me as my friend when I show you love? Why would you want to come into my life? You have an opportunity where I could thrive, I could be better, and you rather take that thing and go and give somebody far away that doesn't give a hoot about you.
True that.
How do I need to handle situations like that? So I'm at a point where I am tired. I
like the fact that you have boundaries, which is good, because when you recognize your boundaries, you set them, you protect your inner space, and you protect your head space and mind space, which is beautiful. It was also a long journey for me to get here, because I'm like an open book. Everybody, they come to my house, everybody, I carry everybody along, but then I realized that it was draining. And it's good because there was something I've always wanted to ask you, Lilian, and I'm glad we are here. So Lilian, no go lie, because I go ask Lilian this matter. Now, Lilian, when you went on Big Brother Africa, it's one thing to get on that show. It's one thing to come out and, make a name for yourself. And at that time, you left the show early. Your exit was early. But the entire Fanny Run now became like a household name.
Yeah.
So somehow, it felt like...
It was only him that went.
Yes. And it felt like, I'm not going to use the word, let me not direct it to you. Your enemy was like under his shadow.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a billboard of you they put out, for one of the brands, the brand that's, that owns the franchise, which was just right by Federal Palace. I remember, and I was like, when I said, I was like, finally, Lilian got something from this. He never reached 2 weeks. I don't come out. I said, waiting happen. And, he comes off the show and, he's this, celebrated person.
Yeah.
And I would just always worry. I said, how is Lilian taking this?
Yeah.
Because you see, at that point, the year before, Beverly and Melvin had done theirs. And it was a lot easy. Melvin, had his own camp.
Yeah,
Beverly came for me and I took Beverly's matter on my head like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was just worried. I said, so who is reaching out? And I remembered you reached out to me. There was a time, I wanted you to be on Jennifer's Diary. I even remember when you even went to shoot, they even used your cassette for inside the film, But it must have been crazy for you. It must have been a whirlwind. From then, and now look at the point you're at now, where you've even set boundaries. Because that period, I don't think you had boundaries.
I beg anybody there. I was desperate. I remember then I used to go to multi-choice office every day to sit down outside, morning to night, there, just, I want to do something, go here, go there, please, I can act, I'm an actress. Don't forget, when I went to Big Brother, I was naive.
Yes.
I didn't have any script. I didn't even know I was going to be picked.
You were just yourself.
I was just thinking, in life, I'm going to be myself. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. So I was really just I was really just living. I just felt like people shouldn't judge you for just being happy. But it actually taught me something, that perception is a thing.
Yeah.
So even as much as I knew that, I was still, I lost track. I was young, I had to find myself. Even until I literally started finding myself properly 2 years ago. That was when I feel like because I got carried away. Even when the fame started, I started losing track. I started trying to overdo things. I started trying to prove a point. What are you trying to prove a point to? Nobody cares. Trying to overdo things. So it was hard for me because I was so. But then I kept telling myself it pushed me. I said I will make it. People that are making it, they don't have two heads. I will get all these things and more. So as much as I was down, I will cry today, I will get back up tomorrow. I'll cry today, I'll get back up tomorrow. And I said, you know what? You have to keep going until I will never forget Yibo Koko. He was just about to leave Africa. He was meant to leave, I think maybe 2 weeks this thing. And then this series came on his table. And for some reason, Mr. Yibo Koko,
this was one with Basoj.
Yes. For some reason, I don't know Yibo Koko from anywhere. The man just said, Lilian should play a role in this series. We came for audition, we read everything. For some reason, from the day I did my reading, it's for Lilian. And then he was leaving after like maybe 2, but it was still for. So I think God just, and when Do Good, that was the series, because he had Anti-Ketenshaw, who's all of us, and then that's how it started and everything. But then again, now there's finances issue. So you're getting the fame. I have no money. I have to dress up. I have to go for events. I have to pay. So you have people like, oh, them Tiana, you go and beg that. I can't pay you. Please help me. I'll wear this. I'll tag you.
Let's collaborate.
Let's collaborate. Let's, then some you pay. I'll pay you 10K next week. Because you have to keep up. And then again, I said, okay, you know what? I have to start thinking of businesses. I have to start trying to see how I could make money, hustle. So that one is, even if it's not paying you, you're making money from other sides.
True that.
And then the hustle just continued. And I think I'm glad for where I am right now, because it can only get better. I still have my bad days now because I feel like I've been here too long and I'm not getting what I deserve. I feel like people just come. And then now that there's social media, anyone can be famous in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So fame is really nothing anymore. It's sustainability, that's what matters.
But to be honest, Lilian, you have fought the good fight, and you've waded through the waters of life. You didn't let it drown you. The waves just only pushed you forward. I mean, you've gone through the fire of life, but you're burning and you're shining at the same time. You're burning bright and shining bright. And if there's anything that gives Lilian sustainability, make I open Lilian Yans for here. Lilian, they chop. Hey! Lilian can eat. And then guess what? I was just wondering, the way Lilian they chop, how Lilian shits could they smell?
I don't shit.
Hello.
I don't shit. Okay, make we enter the Akanchawa body.
We are even entering the Akanchawa.
Yes, but this segment
Lilian can eat for Africa.
You go tell us your most embarrassing moment.
I got
in pidgin English.
I got you.
We don't need all this. I
mentioned shits now. My embarrassing moment involves shits. Akpalas everywhere. This time, Lilian, I go talk on her too. Because this Akanchawa series, this one got the inside there. You get one time like this, so when we say that time, make I talk the one for secondary school, I go talk the one for past, I talk the one for present. So that secondary school at that time, they do Kid Division 101, everybody know me, child star, this boy did TV. People go see me for road and go stop me, parents say, young man, are you a boy again? Now that one, then they ask me every time, but make we no talk that one. Then go start dash me money. So one time we come be Children's Day, May 27. This one had like 1995, 96. I know say Lilian never, she never to arrange that time. Now we can't go debate for TBS. For race course around this area, Muson Center side. We can't do school debate. Before we start, now I can't see people where they say you got all those people, ice cream, I buy you got. You think they taste one kind, but I don't really spend the money. Nah, just Ojukokoro make me say, they can finish. As we do the debates, now stomach just start. I say, hey, I want to do this thing. And that place, toilets no day. And besides, from there, I see they go NTA, go record this Kid Division 101. Now, as I just try find toilet, where I go bridge no day, people don't dey under the bridge. I say, where I want to do this business, where I want to download this number 2. I find. As I say, make a crossroad, now everything just drop. Rah! So as it can't drop, make I tell you now, as it drop now, all the bus, all the car, where they carry us from that Muson Center area, that stadium, race course, reach NTA, from Adubele, we're near Silverbed. Nobody green. Everybody don't see my shit box. Say, I can't the waka. So as I the waka, go the NTA. Now so the thing they drop from my trouser.
Hey.
Now everybody for it say, hey, see that boy for Kid Division 101, don't shit for body. Now I reach NTA. I first went enter toilets. I know see that time NTA water with the water they seize, the water brown. I try wash everything, wash. But the trousers are not dry. I wear them. I record my program. Now I can't say make I take bus, go out, Yaba, seat no dey the bus, una standing. So as I dey stand, na so fly just dey hang around. Now the people for the bus say, everybody just dey hold nose. I shall wait, make I drop. I come down for my bus stop, enter house. That one happen. Then the other one will happen for present time. And this one now, I be like say they go catch me, may I talk am. We dey do one live program where they host. I dey stage, all of us dey backstage. So so once I start live, so peace go hard, you know go feel peace. I look the green room. As I open the fridge, I see one drink. The drink, I don't want to talk to the man, they don't come fire me, sponsor my burial. The drink be like peace. So I quickly drink am. But peace they hold me. So I come piece inside the bottle bag, put her inside the fridge. Yes. So as I leave her inside there now in person now, say production people now, they know they hear come or go. They know who they get something for free, then go there. They can't go there, now that one they can't carry go. As they carry them, now they say, as we finish the show, they say, make we gather. Say they won't get production meeting. Say something happen. It be like say, the thing don't they knock me for head, say, now what's happen be this so. But I just found like say, and they no go no say na me because I know they feel say I know if you do that kind of thing. Now all of us sit down. We say all those drinks where they say, they be the sponsored banner for the performing artists. Say person put something we no supposed to there. Now look, who would do that? That's unprofessional. I don't want to because the brand there, you go know the drink. Now like apple drink.
I don't
So that drink, if you shake and they form where. So the person will shake and now the piece form where. Person they drink at half. They call a fight. I just do like say no be me. So if you're watching it now.
I'm sorry, but you need me to do it.
It might be embarrassing for them, but at that point, it be embarrassing for me because I can't sit down. I dey think and say, hey, I go talk, say na me do this thing.
Fuck
but
up.
me I no talk. I just chest and say, oh join. Because me, say you as you like food, well, me I dey like liquid. So I dey if na water,
We'll go chop.
I go call you as I must come smell your toilet.
Bring food.
Lilian, they chop.
Yeah, bring the food, guys. Let's try. Bring the food.
This one a 7-course meal. Lilian's couch. If to say I no say na so you dey do for you, now so I go to call you every day.
The little reason I choose food.
I don't collect a canchawa work with you. I beg, I off glove.
Oh,
we have to dig in.
I made you not wear your shoes.
My people say the shoe for you. I off shoe. I came here ready to chop. Wait, so Lilian, say this one where they chop now. Say go see chop another one later.
They will have to eat.
I know. Is there any restaurant you have not been to in this Lagos?
I mean, not really, because if I haven't been to your restaurant, that means your food is not nice.
Just saying, in case you're looking for someone to, who knows the menu well. If you don't understand menus, once you enter a restaurant, Lilian knows the menu by heart.
Hold the plate, dish am for you. I don't normally do dish for my guests, but
please dish for me, I beg.
You're special.
Oh.
So I'll dish for
you. Smell like this is like firewood jollof rice.
Yeah.
Just like the one Wale used to prepare.
Hot.
Oh yeah, this one you did this one.
Don't say Wale. They chop too much.
Maybe just start first.
Do you like let me put this one.
Hey.
Do you want chicken or?
Then I go just in a drumstick. Oh yeah. Hey. This kind, this is the definition of I waka way.
You waka way.
I waka way. Enter here.
I don't want to chop much.
We no pray, but plus God minus devil. I was seeing some food, but cannot too long.
Really, I don't eat much. I'm trying to do fit farm, so I'm just gonna eat a little.
Since when did you start that fit farm? 5 minutes ago. 1 minute ago, 30 seconds ago.
Really, I want to be like fit.
How does Lilian do it? Lilian they chop and her waist is still very minute. Her stomach is like a SIM card. Hey, baby. You're blessed though.
No, really.
Yeah, now I like.
Now that there is surgery, when you have money, you just go.
No, see, you see, surgery or not, you've always had your tiny waist.
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
True.
Surgery or not, people don't say, Lilian Yash.
Big. Big.
I've not seen an ass that bouncy before. Sorry, I know we are dissecting your instruments of competition. But Lilian is one of those people that Lilian today waka, the has a twerk on you, no. In Yoruba, I will say, Idi don't be no.
What does Idi don't be no?
That's Yash with the vex.
Idi don't be no.
Then you can now say, Idi don't sorrow.
Idi don't sorrow.
That's Yash with the talk. They communicate. Yash gets his own religion.
Anyways, guys, we have to eat properly. Thank you so much for watching Lilian's Couch. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe. Only constructive criticism is accepted. I love you all. Mwah!
I love you more. Mwah! Mwah!
Peace out!
love Lilian. Lilian for president. If Lilian run for president, I'll be a campaign manager. This food is